Swipe left, please, please, please. A nasty, nasty person. If I asked her what 2+2 is, she'd probably tell me 5. She's a one-trick pony in my opinion. Guys, it's so done. It's so done.
Is Abby married now?
I said maybe if Abby was thin, she could find a man, and Kelly's response was, it doesn't matter how thin she is, she's still a giant bitch.
Okay, there's a lot to unpack there. First of all, listen, I don't remember your name. Thing 3. Oh, I don't remember her name. Stephanie? I don't know. Whatever. Thing 3, asking whether she's married or not. Hysterical. Peak of comedy. And then Christy, you can't say if she was thin, maybe she'd have a chance, but then... And then Kelly apparently has said she's still a massive bitch, so she wouldn't get anybody anyway. To be fair, I will say this. It doesn't matter most of the time what you weigh. You'll find somebody. However, with Abby's personality, never. Not in a million years. Not in a million years would any guy want to go near her. Because one word out of her mouth, huge. Wow, you're huge. Nope. Swipe left, please, please, please.
Gianna, do you think you could run up and tell Sophia's mom that I really want her to watch and not be chit-chatting with the other moms?
She's seen Sophia's mum enjoying herself for 2 seconds and she's like, nah, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Come down and watch. She's to come down and watch and she's to come down and suffer in here. She's not allowed to have fun up there.
Would you want to live with her?
Abby just wanted to make sure that you were watching the warm-up.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thanks, lapdog. Little fucking servant. Little like, yes, Abby, yes. That's another one who's licking out her rectum and tasting what she had for dinner last night. Gianna, ugh.
This number is jam-packed full of difficulty. And Sophia uses that face.
All I've seen from this dance so far is her doing pirouettes, which is impressive the first time. It's kind of impressive the second time. But when every single clip I've seen of this dance has just been her doing pirouettes on the spot, it's not that impressive. It really isn't. Like, yes, it's cool. But when the whole dance is just her doing pirouettes, if more than half the dance is just her doing pirouettes, is it even a dance at that point? No.
Right now, we're going Mondays and Fridays.
Oh, that's all you have to go to school? 2 days?
Between 2 to 4, yeah.
You're killing me over here.
Sorry, what? Sorry, so she's homeschooled, but she has to go in for 2 hours on a Monday and a Friday. That's wild. What the fuck? No wonder she's so good at dance. If I asked her what 2+2 is, she'd probably tell me 5.
Sophia only goes to school 2 hours a week. Our girls actually go to school full time and then they come to dance. It's kind of sad.
Honestly, I agree. As much as school can be a very traumatic and disruptive and uncomfortable place for people, it's actually the best place to find out who you are. Sometimes, I mean, most people, it takes university to find out who they are. Some people find it earlier. But, like, without that, I feel like you'd be really socially inept. Like, you wouldn't be able to, like, function in society if you were homeschooled. And, like, you just had no access to, like, friend groups. Like, I'd find that really tough. Like, a lot of, like, my friend groups came from people that I went to school with, people that I went to uni with. So I would really struggle without that.
Sometimes I'll teach the little kids that are shitty, and I'm really mean to them.
I like mean. I'm really mean too.
Don't we know it? Don't we know it?
Where are the counts for the pictures?
We didn't count them because you have staff members that you pay to do your jobs. We pay you to teach our kids dance.
Fair and valid from Christy. You have staff members to do that. They're literally getting paid by you. What are we here for? Well, we've paid you to teach our children dance. We don't owe you anything more than a check every now and then.
Christy, can you really not count that high?
See, I'm the product of a public school. Good thing I wasn't homeschooled. I wouldn't be able to even count to 10.
That was particularly mean, I can't lie. But also, I have no faith in people being homeschooled. I always say that you've either got it or you haven't. And a lot of parents that homeschool haven't got it. They haven't got it. I'm sorry, they haven't. They can teach up to a certain point, but like you actually physically cannot teach your child the whole way through unless you are an educator in that subject. Do you know what I mean?
Hey, look at her legs.
Took what out on you?
I didn't count pictures. She was like yelling at me, but I was like, I didn't do anything.
Well, I'd like to say I'm surprised, but at this point, I'm not. And love you, Chloe, but like you've got to start realizing that this is just what Abby does.
Not so too, from the get-go.
Yeah, there's something going on in there because they're like,
Moms!
oh jeez.
Oh my God.
Oh, if she called me down, I'd be like, I don't want to fucking go down. I'm going to go to the toilet. I'll just disappear for a bit. Bye. Just hope that she doesn't notice me. And I hope that she doesn't notice that I'm not there.
There are too many people in this dance. We are auditioning for this routine. You're going to play casting director.
But they're all going to want their child in it. This is the issue. This is the issue. And this is also the problem. You're cutting people and then still asking them to come all the way to fucking, like, wherever you're going, Ohio, just for a poxy competition. And they're not even going to be performing in it. Abby, you ask too much from these mums. You ask too much. And you also set them up as well. This is you setting them up for failure here.
If you're casting a 5-year-old, maybe you're just going to keep Mackenzie. If you're casting the Lion King, maybe the only one you're going to keep is Nia.
That felt racially motivated. That's not okay.
Christy would not look at Sophia.
I wonder why. Because she's watching a fucking child perform. How is that so difficult for you to get into your brain? That, oh, maybe a mother wants to watch their child perform and not watch some person who's just come to the team last week that they don't know. Why would she want to watch her when she's got her own daughter there? Oh, I'm getting so infuriated with Abby. Oh, God. I feel like I'm about to have a mini breakdown. It's fine. Breathe. Ooh, okay. We're good. We're good.
Christy, if you want to sit there and not watch that kid and pretend that she doesn't exist, that's stupid. You're foolish not to learn from people that are better than you.
Oh. I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted with Abby being, just the worst person. If I couldn't be bothered to print a picture off again, I would rip her picture up right now. Because the way that she is being right now is genuinely awful. I need to think about what's best for the group. If I ask each of your mothers who they think should be in the dance first, they're all going to say each of your names. Surprise, surprise! Welcome to Surprise, Surprise! And my name is Holly Willoughby, and today we're saying that Abby is a doofus. Surprise, surprise! I would have done the Celebrac impression, but I can't do it for the life of me. So Holly Willoughby is so much easier to do. Brooke, you're out.
So to me, it would only make sense to get rid of Mackenzie. But of course, she's going to get rid of my kid because she hates me.
Why would she take Brooke out the number? Why would she take Brooke out the number? I feel like I'm having like nervous twitches now because it's making me so angry. I think that group dance should be worried. I think the soloists should be worried.
I think it's been a very tense few days.
Your fault.
It's fine. Just gonna rock backwards and forwards because otherwise I'm gonna put a hole through my screen. Just gonna chill. Just gonna keep doing my breathing exercises because why is she getting mad? Why is she saying all of this stuff? Like they don't already know this. Maybe 3 days isn't enough to perfect a dance good enough to win. Maybe it isn't. If all of these companies are doing their dances from last year, from the year before, from the last couple of months, from over summer, then maybe you should do the same. Maybe you shouldn't be coming up with a brand new dance every week. I know that's the whole purpose of the show, but then you put unrealistic expectations on the kids, and that's not fair.
Trying to belittle children by saying they're ungrateful.
They are.
They are not.
They don't even know what they have. I don't need to belittle your children. They do it all on their own.
Shut your mouth!
Honestly, I could see Christy trying to hold it in. And honestly, I would have been doing the same. Because don't you talk about my children like that. Don't you talk about my child. Don't you even dare. What a nasty, nasty person. Honestly, you would have had to have held me back. Because I would have launched over that desk. Not the kid taking the pictures on the iPad. Come on, bestie. The iPad. Those things have shit cameras. We're going back to intensity dance, but it's in Ohio. Some would say that I am out of my mind. Me. I am one of those people. Me. I lay claim to this. I've not seen Kathy anywhere. So, hello, bestie. Where are you? This is your home turf. Defend your home turf. Or is she too busy finding boys to fill out her boys team? Those kids recognize you because you are national champions. Liar. It's because you're on TV. Liar. It's because you're on TV. Liar. So be that superstar. Step out there and own that stage.
Dance is a really strange competition for us because Abby's really not paying attention to any of our children.
Melissa, I hate to say it, but like, welcome to what the other mums have been feeling for the entirety of this show so far. Like, welcome to the club, honestly, because she's found her new plaything. She's tired of Maddie, so she's thrown her away like a forgotten toy, like Woody, and now she's found her new Buzz Lightyear in Sophia.
S-U-P-R-S-T-R, let's party like a superstar. S-S-U-P-R-S-T-R-O-O, you are a superstar. Oh, you are a superstar. S-U-P-R-S-T-R, let's party like a superstar. S-S-U-P-R-S-T-R, let's party like a superstar. S-S-U-P-R-S-T-R, oh, you are, oh, you are a superstar.
Nobody wish they had it. Nobody on this planet has my hypnotic talent.
S-U-P-R, oh, you are a superstar. S-U-P-R-S-T-R, let's party like a superstar.
Okay, this is gonna be an unpopular opinion, guys, because I know y'all are gonna be like, kiki, ha ha ha, she's so amazing, she's so amazing. I don't think she actually is. I think she's fucking fantastic at pirouettes, fouettes, spinning. That is it. I don't think any of the rest of the dance was better than any of the other kids. I think that is her one trick. You know how Brooke can do her acro and like she can do all of that and no one else can really do that? That's exactly what Sophia's like. She's a one-trick pony in my opinion. She's got the spins, the fact, and it might just be the choreography. It might just be the choreography not utilizing her talents. But there was one moment in that that made me go, ooh, and that was when she did like the splits in the spin. That was cool. I really liked that. Everything else, I saw her do her spins last week. She did 3 or 4 sets of spins in this. And they went on for a significant amount of time. And like, it's impressive, yes. But when I see it once, I'm like, oh, that's cool. When I see it a second time, I'm like, okay. I mean, it's still cool. I see it a third time, I'm like, okay. Like, it's cool. And then the 4th time, I'm like, oh, again? Really? Come on. So I'm going to give this a 6. If I'm being 100% honest. I wasn't impressed. I wasn't entertained. It didn't give me the chills that some of the other kids do when they dance. I didn't feel the passion and the fire. I just felt like it almost felt robotic in a way. It just felt like she went out there, she did the dance, that was it. There's no like determination to succeed with her because I feel like she's so used to being handed success on a platter, which is something that I never felt with Maddie. I always felt like Maddie was always trying to do her best and she just naturally was. Whereas with Sophia, I feel like she's just used to success and it's like, okay, I'll just win another competition, it's fine. That might be really, really mean, really, really harsh, but like that's just how I felt after watching that. I was not impressed, if I'm being honest.
Times are changing. Something in the words I heard, falling in between your light and my front door. Saying it's forever, missing the way that I'm feeling about me losing you.
I don't know whether I'll include it, but Christy said in the middle of that she hopes that the judges will see Chloe's emotion and her acting and her performance because that's something that Sophia didn't necessarily show in her performance. And I agree. I said that she felt quite robotic. I thought that was a good dance. It's not Chloe's best. I would probably give it a 7. I would say I was more invested in it and I was more interested in watching it because there was a bigger variety of dance moves. It wasn't just, oh, let me do some spins and then I'm gonna wander around the stage doing some of this and then I'm gonna go back into my spins and then I'm gonna do a little kick here, a little kick there, a little woo-hoo-hoo. It felt like there was more content in there. It flowed nicely. It didn't just feel like, okay, now we've got to pad this section out and then spins and then let's pad this section out and then spins. That's exactly what Sophia's solo felt like. So I'd give it a 7. I think technically not as good as Sophia. Obviously, Sophia has incredible technique. And I felt like there were some times where some of the moves just felt a bit clunky, a little bit dodgy, a little bit uncomfortable, and it didn't feel like they moved naturally. But like, from moment to moment, it felt like it flowed. The story beats were there. I felt like she was acting her socks off. I'm really concerned because in the promo for this episode, it was like, your daughter danced terribly to Christy. And I don't think she danced horrendously at all. I thought she actually danced really well. Not as good as she has been. Certainly not as good as she was at Nationals. But then again, she's had a couple of weeks off. Like, it's chill. Like, you just got to get back to that place, haven't you? You can't be perfect all the time. What?
You let me down? No, Chloe, you never let me down. I'm just proud of you.
What a deeply heartbreaking and tragic moment. That actually would have made me cry if I was her parent. Like, what do you mean? Of course you didn't let me down. You could never let me down. Unless you kill someone. Then I'll be disappointed. But until then, well, actually, there's a lot of things that you could do to let me down. But we're not going to get into that. There's nothing that you can do in dance that would let me down.
And, you know, all the moms are doing everybody's hair and they're getting in their costumes. And I just really feel bad that Brooke isn't here.
I completely forgot that Brooke got axed. What do you mean she was the only person taken out of the group number? The oldest person in the team, probably the most experienced person in the team, was taken out of the group number. Sometimes I question Abby's decision-making skills.
Girls, when you get out on stage and you walk that red carpet, you can have all the fame and glory in the world, and somebody comes out that's better than you, you're yesterday's news.
You know when she starts speaking and you just feel like anxiety in your stomach and you can just like your entire just spirits drop? That's exactly what Abby's voice does to me. It just brings me great displeasure in life, I can't lie.
What's wrong?
What do you mean they've not practiced with this? What do you mean they've not practiced with the carpet, the main prop of the whole... Oh my god, I'm actually going to lose it. They can't get the prop out, can they?
You know, anytime she has a prop, it's a disaster.
Oh
and the
my
poor kid,
god.
She's pulling, and the carpet won't go.
Oh, guys, this is traumatic. I could not. Can we just make sure we've got the... Oh no, this is too much. This is actually going to send me into a downward spiral, I can't lie. Hey!
Straighten it out, straighten it out.
Oh, guys, it's so done. It's so done. That carpet was not straightened out at all. They're going to slip and slide on that. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, I'm so over this. I'm so over this, guys. I thought it was alright. I thought, like, a flat of 6, I'd give it. It was okay. I gotta say, those camera angles were fucking shocking. Like, so bad. Like, oh my god, it was horrendous. I don't know why they even bothered filming it, because half the time they spent on the mum's faces like this. The other half of the time they spent on someone's just face or dancing. I was like, what's the point? I can't see what they're doing. All I'm seeing is their face, like, that's all I'm seeing. The technique was fine. There was a moment where, I don't know whether Sophia was ahead or whether everyone else was behind, but there was a little bit of a timing issue between her and the other members of the team. I just thought it was okay. It was like, it was enjoyable and there were some nice moments. There was a nice like flip with Paige. It did look like she got a little bit stuck potentially when she was getting lifted. She kind of like down. But other than that, yeah, it was okay. A 6 out of 10. I think that serves its purpose well.
Abby literally threw it together,
Yeah.
threw the red carpet down,
Yeah.
and threw our kids on stage.
Yeah. Yes, Jill, I completely agree. I completely agree that your kids were set up to fail here. Kendall's not getting to the top of that pyramid next week.
Your second runner-up, ladies and gentlemen.
It's obviously Chloe.
Miss Chloe with act number 25, Another Girl.
I mean, were we expecting anything less than Chloe to come second and Sophia to come first? I think not. I feel like this was fairly predictable.
Hi, everybody. There's something so humble and heartwarming about this dancer, and I hope she never, ever loses it because it's very, very special. This is to Another Girl, Chloe.
Did Chloe get a special award for her number? Oh, that's so gorgeous. That's so beautiful. Yeah, Chloe. That's right. Suck on that, Sophia!
With a score of 280.8 points is act number 38, Red Carpet Special.
Them winning first makes a mockery of this whole competition. I can't lie. I refuse to believe that there wasn't a single other dance company that gave a dance that was better than that. Not a single one. Nobody. They were the best. That dance was the best. I think we need to get some new judges in here.
I was proud of what the judge said about you.
And I'm glad I got third and not second, so that Miss Abby can't say second is the first to lose.
Okay, she came third. But, she's like, I don't want to have Abby mention second as the first to lose. The way that the kids know the catchphrases as well. Oh, come on, this is ridiculous.
You know, there's more to life than winning, Ab, and you should know that more than anyone.
Can we talk about the group dance? I'm glad the judges weren't looking at all those mistakes.
Oh, because she's never got anything nice to say, has she? You can't just take into account that they've just won. No, we have to drag you back down to earth and list all the mistakes that you made.
Chloe, hot mess. Flexibility is getting worse instead of better. What were you balancing? Where was the balance? I've never seen you that off on your turns.
She came third. She came third, which means there was only 2 people that were better than her in the entire competition. 2 people, okay? And she got an Expressive Heart Award that I don't see Sophia getting that. I don't see Sophia getting any extra special awards. So why have you come in and said that she's a hot mess?
Chloe is a product of you. She's been at your studio since she was 2.
She's lazy.
Then why don't you say, do this? This is how you fix it.
Honestly, yeah. I agree with Christy. It does feel like she's always like, you're lazy, you're this, you're that. Tell us how to fix it then. Go on. You told us today that she needs to be doing extra flexibility at home. Okay, thank you. But don't act like you've been telling us that all along. Do you know what I mean? Because you haven't. You haven't mentioned it before today. I personally have not heard you say that in any of these episodes. So, therefore, it did not happen. Because we all know that the only time that they speak to each other is on camera. And the stuff that's in the episode. Right?
Chloe is your student. And you are a plagiarist because that little girl is somebody else's student. You just put her name on her back.
I agree. Somebody else taught Sophia how to dance. And Abby's just like, oh, come to my studio. Oh, look who I produced. No, you're not fooling anybody. We know that you didn't produce her because we've watched the show. We know. Okay? So just because you bring in fucking LeBron James to be on your team doesn't mean that you trained LeBron James and that LeBron James is a person that is reflective of you. That is not how this works.
You're ridiculous. Chloe was awful today.
She reveled in doing that to an 11-year-old. And she did it. She did it to your baby. What are we doing to our kids?
This is so tragic. This is so tragic because at this point in time, what do you do? What do? You're trapped in a contract. As much as you guys like to say that they can get out of it, they're trapped in this contract. Believe you me, reality show contracts like this, ironclad. You can't get out of them without incurring severe penalties. Second of all, if their kids want to dance, what are they meant to do? Absolutely not. No, you're not doing it. And then make their child miserable. But then this is also making their child miserable. So it's literally a catch-22 situation. What do they do in this situation? Everyone in that room is heartbroken for Christy right now. Because the way Abby just spoke to Chloe and Christy, Abby's not even on probation anymore. She's in jail. Well, that was an episode and a half. Abby, you, sir, okay, are in jail. You're no longer allowed. I'm going to draw little iron bars over you. I'm not actually going to do that because then they're permanently on there. But you're just a horrible person. You actually are. And every single episode, you seem to just get slightly worse. I really, really was hoping that at some point she'd be like, oh, maybe I'm a dickhead and I'll realise and I need to pattern up. But no, she's just going to get worse and worse and worse, which is fine. Just know that I'm going to get worse and worse and worse talking about you. So yeah, chill. So thank you guys very, very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Let me know what you thought down in the comment section down below. And I will see you guys later. Keep on ranting. Bye now.